Speaking of academics, I needed to go here. Here I am on Academics Verified Twitter, right? 1.6 million followers. Hey, shout out to you, man. That's a lot of fucking followers, man. Academics been putting on for a very, very long time. Hey, I don't follow. I thought I did. Let me follow him. Shit, I need to know what's going on in the academics world, man. He puts on for media. All right. This post right here, I don't even need to click it. It's a alleged post of Rory with, I believe, his child. So in the midst, the story goes, allegedly, in the midst of all of Rory's controversy, academics who's had a long running back and forth beef, drama, don't like each other, whatever level you want to call it with Rory, sees an opportunity to get at the guy that he considers what, an op? Okay, cool. Here's the issue with this. I said A as if there's one. Here's the multiple issues with this. One, academics. You are self-admittedly not from that, not living that, not cut like that. You joke all the time and truth and jest in your style. I will snitch. I'm this. I ain't no street nigga. I'm a civilian. Y'all let me know. Tell me how the streets work, whack or whatever. Right? This is street shit. This is beef shit. This is almost, dare I say, hip hop influence. Are you drill influenced right here? Academics, having ops is not supposed to be for civilians. Civilians not supposed to have ops. Ops is a more new era sarcastic term for gang beef and opposition, all that shit. Gangs, warring, niggas, street shit. They didn't say ops in the 90s, as far as I knew, definitely not in New York. And in the 80s, it wasn't there. It came in, we know what it came, the times and what it means to have an op. Civilians don't, nobody around me, all these taxpaying neighbors of mine, they probably don't even know what an op is. If I said, yo, you know what an op is, they would look at me like I'm crazy. Op, what do you mean, Mr. Adam? Like, op, what's that? Come on, man. You a taxpaying, law-abiding citizen. Stop carrying it like these guys got to move like they op. If you don't fuck with them, then you don't fuck with them. That's cool. And I'm still on problem number one. If you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with them. But this, like, you drilling? You post a man with a child. Let's get into number two, which is actually number one. I believe you're not a father, academics, and you're not supposed to learn those principles as a man by having your own kids. You're supposed to know it when you become a man, period. Kids is a no-no. If you had kids, you definitely would learn it by then. But even without kids, what the fuck would you post a child for? A child for? Act, you're the law-abiding taxpaying citizen. You say you ain't in shit and you ready to call the cops at light speed. You're supposed to die over posts like this with certain people. I'm speaking reality. I'm not wishing death on academics. I don't want him and Rory to get into it. But you post my child like that. I'm scared to say on the internet because if somebody, they'll use this type of shit against me in court. This is beyond. And it's still up there. And I know you're getting backlash. Take this down. Who does this? You know what you should do as a man? If you're willing to post a man's child, go see that man now. Go beat the shit out of Rory. If you feel to the level of posting his child, if it's that deep, because the ops that I be here that go to the level of fucking kids involved, I don't care who's in the car, I'm spraying that shit, then there's already blood shed or blood supposed to be owed to somebody. So go then. Go to where he records. Go to where you think he's, just go then. I can't believe somebody like an academics would think that you hanging around young boy too much. Academics, you got to look in the mirror and remind yourself. There's times where, damn, I'm in too deep. I'm this central hub. I got all these fans. I done been back and forth with all these different rappers. Some of them I done caught W's on. I got Lil Baby's manager getting me on the phone to slow me down. Freddie Gibbs, I think I heard him. This rap over there, I was on his heels. Hey, that little Sorry Shoe podcast, ARP, you keep talking like that, I'll shut you down too. Cool, you the man. You put in the work, you earned it. You the man, right? But sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, yo, I'm doing too much. That's not who I am. I ain't never even act like I was cut like that. I ain't never talk like I was cut like that. I don't want to live that type of lifestyle. That's why I always be getting. That was the premise of me using that exaggerated voice on the fucking War of Chirac and giving all them niggas names sarcastically and shit like the Grim Reaper and all that shit because you were pretty much looking at all these coons running around doing buffoonery from the safety of you. And that's cool. You could look at them because it is ignorance that they're portraying. But that's what you're showing, and that's been your come up, and that's been who you are. This here ain't, you should look in the mirror and say, I've never been like that. I'm like that in hip hop media now. Stop hanging out with young boy. You going to, this ain't you. This ain't you. Posting a man with his child. Or maybe you do want real life ops. And if so, keep that same energy with anybody that you're on it with. Let them be on it with you where your family is at stake. And you should be on it with them like that. Move to that level of you're not a civilian no more. You're a gangster then. You're a gangster then. Last but not least, how soon we forget. Academics. I know time heals a lot. But when you went through that shit with that little child in that chat room, and the whole internet got on your ass, and you were sulky in your responses, you was quiet in your responses, you was humble in your responses, you were bleeding out your heart at times. I could see through it, telling people how, damn, they chose me, they at me, they trying to get me up out of here. When you go through something like that, whether you in your heart feel like you were right or wrong for that situation, in your heart, you're supposed to grow from that and realize, especially when kids are involved, let me not go over there again. This shows me that you didn't grow enough as a man from that situation. You just needed the internet to move on so you can get back to being you, which is fine. Who am I to judge the next man as if I'm trying to tell you who to be? I just spit my sorriest true shit. Because you a humble pie when the whole internet was ready to get you up out of there behind that shit with that kid. Remind yourself, buddy. Oh shit. I forgot how humble I was coming back to the chat that saved me. Let me not play with these kids ever again. Go look in the mirror, slow yourself down. If you got a brake pedal, now's the time to press that bitch. But who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? The last comment that's here, sorry, it's true. Who the fuck am I? I don't say nothing that's accurate, correct, that's good advice. Because of not academics, a dickhead, an idiot would take, because of the tone of my voice and some of my word selection, I admit, they can't even see through it and realize the Jew, like, damn, that shit might have just saved my life, what this nigga just said. They can't, it's too much ego to get through. Who's he talking to? Little 5,000 view guy. Who the fuck you think you took? They can't even see through the weeds. Like, the nigga just said something that might save your fucking life or your character or all the above. Got you, Kyle. Shout out to Screw. Right minds, good minds, etc., etc. Creative minds think alike. Yeah, a lot of civilians would, but yeah, post one of these rappers that you into with kids that you know get on that type shit. They gonna come to you. They gonna come to you.